Hey guys, Kirby Vacuum Collector and Fixer here again, and I'm going to be using my D80 to clean up this leftover foam from the packing peanuts that came from the package that Walker sent me a little while ago for the G4, and the 511 I finally packed it in the box for Terry, but I'm not going to be shipping it. What I'm going to do is, since Walker and I are most likely going to meet in person next year in summer of 2016, I thought, why don't I bring this to Walker's place? Because Terry only lives one state above Walker. Walker lives in California. Terry lives in Oregon. So I thought, how about when we meet in person, that I give the package to Walker, and then I'll have Walker send it to Terry. Well, there's plan A and B. Terry said that he might come at the same time that him and I are going to meet in person, so then it could be the three of us. That's plan A. I'll just hand the package to Terry. Although if he's not able to come at that time, then I'll have Walker. Plan B is Walker will send it to Terry, and then I'll pay Walker, how much Walker paid for shipping for this. All that's in there is the 511, and a 511. A G4 cloth bag, and a parted out, it's like a G series front plate, like the front piece that the shaft goes through, where it's like a bearing plate or something, the front bearing plate. Well, I'm sending him that because that bearing plate's already been modified, in which I found another modification to put a metal fan in a G series, which is, some people may not agree with me to do this, but what I did was I pried off the brass ring around the bearing plate in the middle. Only a G series has one of those, like a brass ring around where the shaft would be. I pried that out I took a hammer and a flathead, and generally tapped on all sides of it, on the underside of it, and pried it off. And the metal fan fit there perfect. That brass ring got in the way of the metal fan, causing metal fan not to work in a G series. But if you remove that brass ring, that'll solve your problems for modifying a metal fan into it. Technically modifying the Kirby, I guess. So I'm going to send that to him in case, because he's mentioned that he might want to modify his fixer-upper Centria with a metal fan sometime. He might. So I'll send that to him so that he'll know what to do. But, yeah. So, here's me vacuuming the D80. What the heck was that? That scared me, I swear. That scared the daylights out of me. I thought, dude, that really... When I use a Kirby that has a metal fan, I make sure I'm extra careful, because I know that metal fans are not as durable and they can break if something hits it hard enough. And that scared me. Cause I don't want any of my fans to break. And when I heard that clang, I thought for a second, like, there was like this second of consciousness where I thought the metal fan broke. Just a split second, but it was just a ding that scared me. job's done. I don't know. No, that scared me. But, good thing it didn't break. Just, I don't know what I sucked up. I didn't see anything that looked like it was hard enough to make that noise. All I saw was foam, so I don't know. By the way, the rocking chair, if you don't remember, the rocking chair is back down here because, well, in the winter we always clear the garage out to make room for both vehicles. In the summer we only have one vehicle in and one out. But in winter we gotta have them both in. And my dad did that like a week ago and brought this thing back down here. And it's a nuisance because it takes up space. And it's harder to get through with it here. Even though it's old and my parents got it from like a friend or a family member a long time ago, I kind of feel like we should donate it to the Goodwill or something. Because really, there's no need for it here. All it does is take up space. So, yeah. Well, here's the Kirby box. Pretty cool. I got several Kirby boxes. I've got the Sanitronic 7 Kirby box. This top half of the Heritage 2 Legend box. And an Avalier box. And again, if you don't know why I have an Avalier box, it's because the other G4 I had, but that was the other G4 I had before I turned it into the G3, because I just parted out my G3 and then got another G4, so I thought, why don't I save some G4 parts for if I need put on this one, and then use the G4 components to bring my G3 back to life. But when I got that other G4, it was in that box. It was at Grandpa's, and he pointed at this Avalier box. I'm like, why is there an Avalier box here? He's like, the Kirby's in it. I'm like, well, if you say so. So I open it, and there it is. A dusty old G4 packed away in the box. Nothing else, just a G4. But it was cool because I got the Avalier box. I assume that someone had that G4 for a long time and then finally bought a new Avalier and decided to put their old Kirby into the box and gave it the fill. This one I found it in a closet at Grandpa's. It was just like, sometimes I get curious and a little nosy sometimes, and I was looking through a closet and I saw this. There was a bunch of shoes and clothes like on top of it, like inside it and pouring out of it. So I like carefully set all the shoes and clothes on the floor in the closet and pulled this thing out, and there was no other half of the box. It was just this. And it was pretty cool. This I got along with the D80 at the Craigslist, and there just happened to be a mouse that came with it. Well, took care of that mouse. We just left it in the garage, and it died of hunger. Problem solved. And Dad and I cleaned the box out, and now we know it's safe to bring in. And we brought it in. Well, he brought it in without me knowing. But yeah, I'm fine now. I just didn't want to bring it in here with all the mouse germ and crap on it because I didn't want to get anyone sick because it was in the house. And being a wild mouse in that box. I've got to work on not rambling so much. I'm really sorry. I just love talking. Love talking to you guys. Sometimes I can carry on like what I'm talking about, and then it gets to be a long half hour thing. So I gotta work on that. I gotta work on shortening my speeches, or whatever you could call them. But anyway, that was all I had. Because, again, I've got nothing to record. I don't know what to record. Just got nothing to record. But whenever I go to Grandpa's next, there will be an all-original D50 sitting there waiting for me. And I've got the manual. He sent me the manual through the mail. I just don't have the actual Kirby yet. All original D50. This is going to Walker next year. I'll be getting another one that I'll like better and appreciate more, because it's all original, not partially. This is replacement parts. But, as I was saying, sorry for being rambly, and thanks for watching. See you later.